Hello, welcome to Training at 45 and welcome to another workout. So we're going to be doing a few different exercises tonight. So I picked this idea up from Nick Nillson in one of his email uploads. So we're going to do a bit of bench press but with a twist. So I set up some bands on the safety bars of the power rack, and I've placed on there some weight plates, 15 kilos on each side, and also a band. Yeah, so the black band goes like 40 to 70 pounds. And then I have my axle bar with also some moderate amount of weight on there as well. So I'm going to be lifting up the bands. It's a bit awkward to get them in position. You definitely need a power rack for this. Just going to check with her, and then settled, and then I'm going to grab the bar and bench away. I think I might just put a little bit more weight on the main bar. That was good. The last one felt a bit tough. It really teaches you to sort of more squeeze with the pecs and drive at the end. So there might not be much weight on the bar, but you definitely feel it with this extra weight on each side. Okay, we're going to do the last set now. I've decided I'm going to do the 5. If that's successful, then just going to carry on with the side weights. Do sort of another 5 or so reps there, let them go, then just rep out with the bar until I fail. So it should be a pretty awesome chest workout just in one set really. That worked out just right there. 5 of each. Wow. With such a light weight, that was quite intense. I think we've squeezed everything we can out of that exercise now. Quick cup of tea, then move on to some rowing. Okay, we're now going to move on to some rowing. Set up the pulley system for a seated row. Got a block just to keep my feet a little bit more distant so I can get a better stretch. Right, let's get into this. Okay, last couple of sets I'm going to just change to these handles just to get a bit of a different stimulus. I leant into that last one a little bit, but still good. Okay, for our next exercise, we're moving on to the newly purchased leg press. So I picked this up used, been doing a bit of refurbishment work on it, and it's all ready to go, apart from a little bit of touching up on some paint here and there. But yeah, it's quite an extensive overhaul, but it's all working. So we're going to do a bit of experimentation with this tonight, and also see how it reacts to using resistance bands with it. So it's got quite a good design. It's got these safety pins, so I can actually start the movement from the top, whereas with my DIY vertical leg press that wasn't a possibility. So I could just put the pins in and that's not going anywhere. It's a little bit easier to get out, in and out of as well. So that can now be locked in the top position and loaded up. Okay, so with the bands on, certainly already got a bit of a better resistance curve. I'm tempted to put another band on as well, see what that feels like. Okay, so a purple band is £100, a black band is up to £70. So potentially up to £170 on both sides already, without even adding any weight. The machine's capable of £400. So yeah, should be in for an interesting time. Okay, let's see if I can just lift the bands for now. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that feels good. Back feels really supported in this. It's completely flat. Okay, another 40 kilos on. Well, that 20 reps felt good. With the bands I could really feel it. There's a lot more sort of a linear press. So right up to the top of the movement it feels like as much effort really as at the bottom of the movement. And it's great because I'm quite tall. I can really get a good range of motion out of this machine as well. I think the possibilities are going to be great, and we could really load this up to quite a lot of resistance. Another £33 on. Let's get right under the plates. Man, that hurt. Ah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you've got a home gym, I recommend one of these things. I think even if we're at the lower end of their stretch range, I think we're easily pushing £300 or more of weight for multiple reps. Wow, the sky's the limit with this thing. Just done another set of 15. Do one more set and then we can knock out some calf raises. It's the beauty of this as well, it lends itself really good to calf raises. So they're going to end up like a kind of donkey calf raise, really, upside down, but it's all good. It's a really good stimulus on the calves. It's different to any other calf exercises I've done. I feel I get a much deeper stretch at the bottom, and because we've got the safety pins, even if my foot completely slipped, it's only going to move by about that much and land straight on the safeties, which is good, because I think home gym training has to be about safety as well, especially in the dark and when you're on your own. But with this machine, it's amazing. I can just train to absolute failure, all for a very modest outlay really, and a little bit of de-rusting work. Got this thing back up to fine fettle and working order. Let's try a bit closer grip. Okay, so another good workout. I think it's a good dynamic to put in the different bench press options. Rowing felt good as well, just not actually done normal seated rows for quite a while, so they felt good to do that. Shows the versatility as well of the power rack and the pulleys. And then the new leg press is certainly a whole new dimension. I think it's going to radically improve my training. I knew I was onto something with the vertical press that I was trying to do on the power rack, but this feels just a lot more safer. It's quicker to set up, and I think you can just drive yourself a bit harder with it, so I'm all for that. Anyway, we'll get packed away. Hope your training's going well. I hope you're enjoying any holidays you might be having at the moment, and a chance for a bit of rest and recuperation and some family time. So see you next time. Keep training. 45.